Welcome to the land of 383. It's the Hospital Podcast with yours truly, London Elektricity, on the microphone. And we are kicking off with a forthcoming release on Med School by a brand new artist called A.Fruit. This is the amazing Bright Spot. It's out on the 22nd of Feb. Get ready. Woo! Massive shout out to Anna, A.Fruit. For basically being brilliant. So yeah, this is coming out on Friday. Get involved, she has got a huge career ahead of her. Out right now, obviously, is Sick Music. The box set sold out before it was released, but we have a few copies of the 4-piece vinyl set left. It's also in a very, very collectible presentation case. Absolutely flying. 25 tracks. The release is on vinyl, digital and CD. Going to be going through some more tracks from Sick Music on this podcast. Incoming is brand new music from Silent Dust and Dominic Ridgway. A tune called Don't Think. Clearly a very political tune, given what's happening at the moment. Because it's what our government want us not to do.
The intellect is a great danger to creativity.
The intellect is a danger to creativity?
Terrible danger, because you begin to rationalize and make up reasons for things instead of staying with your own basic truth. Who you are, what you want to be. And I've had a sign over my typewriter for 25 years now which reads, "Don't think."
And I think Theresa May has probably got a sign over her typewriter that also says "Don't think." Anyway, I am extremely privileged to be joined in the studio by, and this is absolutely a first, I've been joined by a guest, none other than an Undersecretary from the Department of Brexit in the Conservative Party. And Paul, I'd like to first of all say, you understand my political leanings. You know that I don't vote Conservative, and and yet you've agreed to come on this podcast, and I've got so much respect for you for doing that. So, first of all, would you like to introduce yourself and kind of like maybe explain to the listeners where you're at with the Brexit negotiations? Okay, here's Paul. Okay. So what you're saying is you're at a bit of an impasse. Okay. Do you think you're going to be able to negotiate your way out of it within the next 5 weeks? Oh dear. Paul, I've got to say, you look a bit depressed.
Don't think.
That's my advice to you. Don't think. Because it's too late now. And Paul, it's good to talk, okay? If you ever want to talk, if you're ever feeling upset, if you're feeling depressed, if you feel like there's no way out, you know where to find me. That's okay, mate. Look, we're all in this world together, okay? It doesn't matter what our backgrounds are. It doesn't matter about our political persuasions. It doesn't matter if we're a human being or a chicken. We're here for each other. We've got to look after one another now. That's where we're at. Paul, thanks for coming on the show. Absolutely amazing to have the Undersecretary from the Brexit Department right here on the Hospital Podcast. Anyway, let's move over to sick music now. Now, this is an extremely special tune, okay? We've actually had it in our vaults for quite some time. We just didn't have the right place to release it. It's the bot remix of Allergens by Anile. Come on! From Matt Blackburn. It's a long one, so I'm just going to read a bit of it. So Matt and his better half set off on their 40-year-old motorbike on a journey. They went from Singapore in 2017 and arrived last month in Cornwall for family Christmas. That's amazing. That's over 2 years. And they're currently preparing them and their bike for a return to Australia next month. Well, blimey. Anyway, Matt says, I've missed so much great new music and so many events. I can't believe how prolific you guys have been at Hospital HQ. There's a lot of music I have to buy when I get back to Oz. It was especially good to hear you chatting with Baz Kokota about the Mongol Rally. Not only did we meet a lot of those guys going the opposite way at the Caspian Sea, But your innocence, I know, I'm pretty stupid, in asking the questions was hilarious. Our experience, like Baz's, could not be prepared for. We had 11 days in limbo waiting for our ferry, edging closer to Kazakh jail time as we neared our visa limit. But these places are amazing, and the people who welcomed us and looked after us along the way shone a light for their countries. Well, Matt, I can't wait to have you back in the drum and bass community, and what a journey. I can't say that I'm not jealous. Absolute banger this. We've been dying to release it for about 2.5 years. Shout in from Shens, who says, hello Mr. Coleman, I hope your social media detox is going well. Well, I have to confess, I had to stop it. So I am back on social media because, well, there's too much going on at hospital not to shout about. And Shen says, I just had to drop you a little note about how brilliant the event in Sydney was. There was some proper vibes, man. I'm still smiling when I think about it. It was great having a chat to you about the story behind the first hospital mix. It holds a spot in my heart. Wow. Which spot? Anyway, thank you for bringing us Drum and Bass Christmas Down Under. I had a terrible Christmas after just losing my mum a few months ago. Oh, Shens. Listen, I'm so sorry for your loss, and my heart goes out to you. And the pain of losing someone doesn't. It doesn't go away, and if you love them, you don't want it to go away. You want it to be there as a reminder of your love for them. And if you don't love them, then it doesn't really matter, does it? Let's face it. I'm just being practical here. Right, this is brand new music from Dharma K. It's called Eclectic. So what is happening in the world of hospitality? Our events department. Well, Josh Robinson, who runs our events department, is currently on a 3-month sabbatical, and I estimate that he is probably right now somewhere in India, probably in Goa, on a retreat. He's actually going on a silent retreat for 2 whole weeks, meditating. You hand your device in when you get there and you're not allowed to talk. I'm just trying to imagine, like, I can imagine Josh doing that. I'm trying to imagine Chris Goss doing that, because he does like to talk. And also the Secretary General, who is a jabbermouth. I'd like to see him, no actually, be a bit cruel on a 9-year-old. So we got Printworks, we've just had. It was an overwhelming success, absolutely brilliant, sold out well before. Managed to drop a whole load of exclusives. If you were there, you will know what I'm talking about. If you weren't, I can't tell you. The Hospitality on the Beach after parties have been announced. Just go to hospitalityonthebeach.com. I'll tell you a bit in a minute. And of course, yeah, we've got the brand new EP from A.Fruit. So exciting times here at Hospital Towers. Oh, and this is mental. Right, so you know in America their chart's called Billboard, right? And it's kind of a big deal. Sick Music reached number 18 in the Billboard Electronic Dance Chart. I kid you not. Now, what that means for us, I have absolutely no idea. It might mean that we sold 37 downloads in America, because nobody buys downloads in America anymore. Or it might mean that it's streamed really well in America as well. I have no idea, but it sounds wicked. So well done the team, well done all the artists, and well done everybody involved. From the album Sick Music 2019, this is the debut solo track since Fredby and Graphics split up by Graphics, because as you know, there used to be Graphics tunes before Fredby and Graphics got together. So the Graphics legacy continues, and this is called Frozen. This makes me want to speak Russian, but I can't. Absolute banger from the man like Josh Graphics. And Snaps writes in and says, big love to you and the boys, Tony, for coming to Brisbane on Sunday. Meeting you was like meeting a member of our family who we've only ever talked to on the phone. I guess it's years of listening to your voice on the podcast. Love from your biggest fans, Hannah and Geordie. So yes, Hospitality on the Beach 2019. Tickets are on third release and they are flying out. It's the 11th to the 15th of July 2019. There are still amazing flight deals to be had. to the 3 or 4 airports that are within driving distance of Tisno in Croatia. The after parties have been announced, and they are as follows. Friday the 12th is Kings of the Rollers present the Royal Rumble. Kings of the Rollers, Friction, back-to-back Randall, back-to-back Spy, Doc Scott, Benny L, back-to-back Boo, back-to-back TI, hosted by Inja, SP, AD and Linguistics. Saturday is the Run Party featuring Danny Bird, Memphis, back-to-back Kazra, Serum, Turno, DJ Die, D-Mines, TS2W, hosted by Jakes, Maxim, Chunky and Carousel. Sunday is Hospitality After Dark. London Electricity, back-to-back Logistics, back-to-back Etherwood, Flava D drum and bass set, Fred V back-to-backs New Tone, Unglued back-to-back Graphics, back-to-back Krakota, hosted by Inja, Degs, Carousel and Ruthless. And there is a massive lineup to the event itself, to the daytime and evening shows in Tisno Village. Go to hospitalitydmv.com or go to hospitalityonthebeach.com and give it a really, really good look. Trust me, everything about that party is lined up to make it the best week of your life. The unmistakable sound of Gridlok. I played a track by him last podcast from Sick Music. This, however, is a different release. This is called Blush. I want to give a big shout out to all of you lot who are listening to the podcast, whether you're jogging, driving, working, farming, whether you're in the government trying to figure out Brexit, whatever you're doing, especially if you work in the NHS, you get 100% of my love. Unless you're being mean to someone, in which case you don't get any of my love. Or something. Animals matter, you know. Shout going out to Jeremy Clay, who's just written in just to say, like, please keep up what you're doing and thank you for your contribution to the scene. He's been following the label for years and years and years, and he says watching the label's growth has been a fun ride to say the least. Jeremy goes on to say something quite interesting. He says, it never ceases to amaze me how the young artists that sign up to Hospital Records often end up with prolific careers. Okay, David Brewster in Australia and Adam and Dexter in the hospital office for laboriously uploading all episodes of the podcast from 001 to Spotify. You know who you are. Adam is currently interning at Hospital Records, and his main job was to finish finding the archive of the Hospital podcast and uploading every single episode. It's not only to Spotify, it's to all channels. So you'll be glad to know you can actually listen to every single one. Actually, there's more than 383 because we've done loads of kind of side podcasts, and like we even used to do video podcasts back in the day. I don't know what's happened to those. Anyway, the early ones I can't bring myself to listen to because I was really, really unconfident. And they're not safe for work as well. I did used to swear quite a bit. And I kind of didn't really care as much about anything. Or anyone.
When trouble comes and I don't know where to run, and the fear inside my chest beats like a drum, in the grip of doubt, in the depths of confusion,
new music from Lucy Grimble.
I cry out to where my help comes from.
Keeper, the Influx remix.
In shadow, I'm not alone. The Lord is my keeper, my keeper. He is always watching over my life. The Lord is my keeper, my keeper. He is always watching over my
Now, don't forget, on the 19th of April at Studio 338, it's Kings of the Rollers presenting the Royal Rumble London show. It's the London debut of their Royal Rumble tour. Tickets are already on third release. Sick lineup. Kings of the Rollers hosted by Inja, Doc Scott back-to-back Total Science, back-to-back Randall, Brian G back-to-back Jumping Jack Frost, back-to-back special guest, Need for Mirrors, back-to-back Bailey, back-to-back Crust, T.I. back-to-back Unglued, back-to-back Kyrist, and Room 2 is Run. It's going to be a party. And just got on sale, the Hospitality Summer Barbecue, and I mean barbecue. We're going in on the food at Studio 338 on the 4th of May. Tickets are on sale right now at hospitalitydnb.com. It's our first party of the summer. And it's going to go like this. The Terrace is going to feature Camo and Crooked DJ set, Metric, London Electricity, New Logic, Fred V, and Degs solo show, I might add. Ooh, what's that going to be like? Krakota, Makoto, Hugh Hardie, Dilemma, and DJ Lens. And that's going to be hosted by Inja, Dynamite MC, Daxter MC, and the real MC Conrad. I didn't know there was an unreal MC Conrad. Anyway. This is Natural Forces, and it's a tune called Bloodline. So getting back to our summer party at Studio 338, as you know, the barbecues in the summer there are legendary. In the garden will be Spy presenting Dubplate Style, a 2-hour set, DJ Die, archive set. Randall. Newtone playing a jungle set. Unglued playing a jungle set. DJ Flight, that's the original Flight, F-L-I-G-H-T, not to be confused with the more recent American DJ Flight, F-L-I-T-E. One Mind and Western Law presenting Dead Man's Chest, Tim Reaper and Coco Bryce, Remark, Junglist Particle, Euphonic, hosted by Loki, MCSP, MC and Chunky. Sorry, that was written in a really confusing way. Happens sometimes. Few other shows to get through. On the 16th of February we are in Water Splash in Jersey. In attendance will be Danny Bird, Fred V, Unglued and Degs. On the 23rd of February it's Hospitality Birmingham. It's sold out, so I don't even need to tell you who's playing there. On the 1st of March in Newcastle Digital. Yes! Hospitality returneth to Newcastle. Spy, Kings of the Rollers, Boo, hosted by Inja. Hospitality Nottingham on the 8th of March at the Brickworks with High Contrast and more artists TBA. And this is a biggie, Hospitality Bristol. It's always huge. It's Emotion, it's on the 9th of March. And it's basically Hospitality versus the Kings of the Rollers Royal Rumble versus Med School. I'm not telling you the lineup, but I can tell you that I'm going to be there. And while it's getting spooky in the music, check out the Hospital shop. There is amazing new sports range available. We've put a hell of a lot of work into this. There's brand new Ray Max, navy and khaki. And this is a killer. There's a Spread Love bundle, okay? For 20 quid, you can get the amazing Spread Love t-shirt and the Spread Love mug. It doesn't get any better than that. hospitalrecords.com/shop. So pleased when I received this tune. I love Fanu, I love brand new music from Fanu. This is called Drums for Freedom. But it's been released by my very, very old pal Dizzy from Helsinki. I used to DJ with Dizzy in Helsinki in the early 2000s. And then he went and got extremely rich working for Nokia. So he stopped music for a while, but he's back in drum and bass now, and I'm so happy. Shout out to everyone over there in Finland who are flying the DNB flag. Obviously Muffler, loads of other people. So yeah, this is Fanu, Drums for Freedom. Shouting from Holly Osborne, who says, can I have a shout for mine and my best friend's 21st birthday, because we are coming to hospitality at Print... Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't see you there. Well, I might have done. Anyway, if I did, I hope you had a really, really good birthday at Printworks. Janet Crompton, who says, shout out please to Moles and Ruby. Very excited for the first hospitality on the beach. Not only that, but hospitality in Bristol too. You are just too good to us, Tony. Thanks for all the great music. Janet, it's you who are too good to us. And Balance writes in and says, your podcast has helped me find tranquility when I was in a dark place. The soothing sounds of drum and bass hitting my soul. It's a mesmerising experience that no other can replicate. From the trumpets in the song to the organic vocals. And that's a switch. You guys are the reason why many people still have a reason to smile, including me. I really hope this makes it into a podcast, because I really would love to spread nothing but positive vibes. Me and my son love your music and the whole hospital team. Thank you, Balance. Section. You see, as a DJ, I would play the tune until the end just to get to this bit. From Sick Music 2019, one of the biggest artists on the electronic music scene. MRSA, PKA, Matzo. This is Nail Out. Absolute banger, massive tune. Shout out to Matt Matzo. Love you, mate. Woo! Okay, so I've got through my kind of email and long shouts. Instagram crew, it's your turn. Turbo Snail 5 says, a shout out to you for making my birthday amazing this week. Thank you for the card and for signing the vinyl. I hope you had a good birthday. Danny H says, shout out to BCee for pulling a whitey and making us miss Unglued last Saturday at Hospitality in Bournemouth. That's what friends are for. Divicious wants to shout out to the Void Music. Madeline 4 wants to shout to Chris Hunter Taylor for stepping up with the House Kids live stuff whilst I lie on my back with a cracked disc, and today is his birthday. He's a good man. Keep him. That sounded really patronising, sorry. Oh, hang on, the studio door's just open and Paul, the Undersecretary for the Department of Brexit, has come back in. He says he's had a breakthrough. Paul, is this breaking news? That's absolutely amazing. Tell me what happened. You laid an egg. Well, that's a start. Do more of that because we're going to be short of eggs. AMGM from New Zealand said, I missed the shout out again, damn time difference. You know it's archived, don't you? But love what you are doing. You are beyond fantastic at Northern Base, and I hope to see you in New Zealand again soon. The podcasts aren't live, you know. Well, sometimes they are, but usually they're not. They're all archived forever. Which means that at one point someone's going to sue me. Now this made me so happy when it came into my inbox. Brand new music from DK and DJ Lee, who created a legendary track for Hospital on Plastic Surgery back in the day. This is called Raged. And it is on Doc Scott's 31 recording. Shout out to Scotty. Woo! Hey! Get up! Oh, this is so fine. Really, really good. I just realised I had the mic EQs all turned to -12. So if I was sounding a bit muffled, that'll be why. You see, there's no producer or engineer here, it's just me. In my music room at home. The new hospital studio is taking shape. It's going to be a monster. And we are going to be bankrupt by the time it's finished, but hopefully it'll be worth it. Anyway, if we go out of business, you know why. Now this is very special indeed. From Sick Music 2019. One of the biggest tracks by Spy, Dusty Fingers.
I'm on my way.
Featuring Diane Charlemagne.
I'm flying high. Yeah. Nothing gonna stop me.
Metric on remix duties.
Nothing gonna stop me. Nothing gonna stop me. Nothing gonna stop me. Nothing's gonna stop me.
Shouted from Jan Van Mail on Instagram. He says, shout out to my sister Lien in sunny Perth from freezing Belgium. And a big shout to yourself, Mr. London Elec. I'm listening to the podcast each and every day. Big thanks, Jan. Familiar Norrie, who says, shout out to everyone out there hustling hard for love, peace and beats. At Lanaka, he says, yes, the Better Call Saul mug. Oh yeah, I posted a picture of it. I don't know why.
The dark clouds disappear. I let the sun into my world. There's nothing left to fear. 'Cause I'll do what I wanna do. Nothing gonna stop me. Nothing gonna stop me. Nothing gonna stop me. Nothing's gonna stop me.
Words cannot describe how much I miss Diane. Love you, Chuck. Now, I ordered a cassette from St. Petersburg, and it arrived yesterday. And it's an absolutely brilliant album on Bop's very own Microfunk label. This is Abstract Element. It's a track called Why. The cassette also features Oak. 2 tracks from Bop, Dissident, and A.Fruit, Synchro, Core Sun, Sun Chase, and Paul B. It's brilliant, and it sounds amazing on my Sony radio cassette player in the kitchen. Just been told I've got to hurry up. Something about hard drive space. Incoming. Acuratide and Bop working together. This is a tune called Passengers. And this is on BMT Music. Shouts in from Spiritual Army, who says, hey Tony, shout out to my wonderful girlfriend Antonia, who has been having lots of trouble with her eyesight lately. I love her to death and I hope things will get better soon. Shout going out to Melody Moon 222. Thomas wants a shout out to me for making these amazing podcasts. Thank you. Also shout out to the whole hospital crew. Sick Music 2019 is absolutely amazing. Can't wait for what you have in store for the rest of the year. Well, you see, I know, and you don't, and that makes me feel all tingly inside. A bit like when you climb up a really, really tall ladder and then look down. That kind of feeling. Kate G something or other says shout out to the Hybrid Minds who are coming to Dublin next Friday, the 15th of Feb, and to the crowd that will be there, including me and my husband, and a shout out to our friend Marta, who agreed to mind our 2-year-old. Parents do need to party, it's true. Lisa's Christ Superstar says big ups to you Tony for your awesome set in Melbourne. Hunter Stewart 2 says shout out to my lovely girlfriend Aria. I've been forcing hospital records into her ears ever since we met. Over New Year I finally got to show her what it's all about with hospitality at Bay Dreams in New Zealand. I love it when you guys make the effort to come down south. First time seeing you, London Electricity, your set was fantastic. That is so kind. It was a brilliant festival, I really enjoyed it. In fact, they were all amazing. It was an incredible tour. Whoa, what be this incoming? This be more sick music 2019. It's Boo collaborating with Unglued, The Ascendant Man.
The Ascendant Man.
Two producers you need to watch out for this year, Boo and Unglued. Both of them riding and contributing to the crest of the new wave of jump up. And it's not a dirty word. It's fantastic music. You wait for the Kings of the Rollers album. You are not ready. Talking about riding the crest of a wave. The quest of a rave. Oh yeah. One of my best memories from New Zealand and Australia tour was having a few days off in Byron Bay and watching a pod of dolphins surfing and just playing in massive waves. It was incredible. It's the sort of thing that you see on telly, narrated by Sir David Attenborough, absolute legend. But trust me, to see it for yourself, it's really something else. Massive shout out to Megan, our head of business and legal affairs at Hospital Records, who has not only got engaged, congratulations for that, but is the only person I know who really, really hates dolphins.
The Ascendant Man.
She thinks they're terrifying.
The Ascendant Man.
So she sent me a video of a dolphin kind of, well, it was just kind of doing what dogs do all the time actually, which is, you know, they give them the chance. Dogs like to have a good old sniff at your private parts, don't they? So it's just a bit of underwater filming of a dolphin kind of nudging someone's private parts. I mean, you know, we're all different. And that expert piece of mixing was to remind you all that this is a live podcast where I mix and talk live. Warts and all. This is by Giganti and it's called Rico Law. And it's coming out on Viper Recordings. Big shout out to Brendan. Oh! Banger alert. Shout from Milan Babsar, who says shout out to the D&B Ravers. Villeman McLeod, who simply waves. Ceremonium, shout out to Coffee, the saviour of many lost souls. Los Beans, big up to the brother from another mother, aka Super Mario, and the whole crew at Stone's Metal Shop, where the hottest jams of the summer are played. Hospital Records represented right here in California. Shout out to Matty, Jeffrey, Leo and Rusty O, and to Eddie the Fish. Alex Oshilos says shout out to the Hill, Famalam, Kitchen Podcast Ravers, Emily, Charlie, Aurora and Tilly. Tony, have you looked into a hospital family event? It would be amazing. Yes, we have. And we will continue to do so once Josh comes back from his silent retreat sabbatical. Hope he comes back. Hope he doesn't want to become a monk. I mean, part of me would love him to become a monk, but that's as a mate, not as someone who runs Hospital Records. Certified banger. People Eaters say, can we get a shout out to all the people eaters around the world? What? Let's listen to drum and bass, eat all the rich people, and change the world for the better. Viva the revolution and pass the hors d'oeuvre. Steady on, old chap. You can't go around eating people. Mackenzie G. Bradley says shout out to my lovely boyfriend Oscar, who introduced me to drum and bass. Wicked. Bored Mister says loving the 2019 vibes coming out of Hospital HQ. Sick music is sick. Would love a shout out again and hope to catch the Hospital fam at a night out soon. Jezza Worm says big up my little brother Harvey, coming down from Sleepyshire to pop his hospitality cherry this weekend at Printworks. Well, I hope he enjoyed himself, and I hope it didn't hurt too much. Oh, I see, that kind of cherry. Dan Wilson DJ says I'd love a shout out. Buzzing for hospitality back at the warehouse in Birmingham on the 23rd of February. Okay. Last tune of the podcast. This is Nuff Pedals. It's called Drive By. And it's on DJ Dye's Gutter Funk label. The identity of Nuff Pedals has not been revealed yet. I'm fairly sure I know who it is, but it'd be wrong of me to tell you. 135 business. My name's Tony Coleman, aka London Electricity. Yes, I'm back on social media. You can get hold of me on Instagram at London Elect. On Facebook, apologies to people who put their shouts on Facebook. I've run out of time. That's the way it goes sometimes. I definitely know who it is from that bass. Absolutely bad tune. Well, I'm going to love you and leave you. Thank you for listening, and I'll see you on the next podcast. Spread love all around the world.